A top 10 video? On my channel? What? That's right. I thought about this for a while, and I thought now would be the best time to do it, considering a new Sonic game, Sonic Lost World, is set to release this October. So I'm dedicating this video to that game. Hope it's greater than what we've already seen, which has been quite good so far. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about what it is that I'm counting down for this video. As many of you guys know, or may have seen on my channel by how many videos and Let's Plays of this guy that I've done, Sonic the Hedgehog is one of my favorite video game characters of all time. Ever since I played Sonic Advance 2 in 2003, I've been hooked. Though during the time I didn't play all the Sonic games that came out about the Hedgehog, like Sonic 06, Sonic Mega Collection, Sonic Genesis, and the whatnot. I didn't pick up any games from the franchise after Sonic Heroes in 2005, when it went to PlayStation Platinum at the time, until Sonic Unleashed came out in 08 for the PS2, not the PS3, Xbox 360 version. Since Mario had me hooked since then, and was my whole goddamn life at the time. Now that I've played most of the important and great games of the franchise, I think now is the right time to count down my top 10 Sonic games. Keep in mind that it can be any game from the first game in 1991 to the most recent Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2. I'm not including spin-offs in this list because I will probably do a list for those in the future. Now that that's out of the way, let's get started. Number 10. Nope, not watching this list now, was probably the reaction you got when seeing this game on the list. But this is my top 10, so listen to what I have to say, damn it! Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 2 may not be the best game in the franchise, but it did pretty well, since Episode 1 was deemed as a complete disaster. It did well as a follow-up episode to fix most of the overabundance of problems in Episode 1. Like the physics, thank God, uncurling off a slope, yes! And original themed levels, for the most part. Yeah, Episode 2 had a lot of things going for it, like the return of Tails, the co-op system, and damn motherfucking Metal Sonic, yeah! Original level design and level themes were said to be a main focus in this game. Most of the levels, once again, have fallen to the reused list. Sylvania Castle is said by most that it is very similar to Aquatic Ruin Zone from Sonic 2. Yeah, I can kinda see that. White Park being the most original concept in the game, and Sonic 4 as a whole. Why can't I ride a roller coaster? No! Oil Desert being a mixture of Oil Ocean from Sonic 2 and goddamn Sandopolis from Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Kinda sucks, because, yeah, it may be original, but the gimmicks are non-existent, and for that, this zone seems bland and boring. Sky Fortress Zone, even though being a rehash of Wing Fortress Zone, I can say the music and level design make up for it. Multiple pathways, catchy tunes, running on the wall. It's probably my favourite level in Sonic 4 as a whole, being the likes of Mad Gear, and the final zone of this game, the Death Egg Mark II. The Mark II version of the Death Egg is a pretty good level. I mean, it's in space. Again. So that means anti-gravity! Woo! Can also encounter Eggman. No, I'm calling him Robotnik, because this is supposed to be a classic game. Anyway, Robotnik and Metal Sonic team up against you, and you get to race Metal Sonic like in Stardust Speedway, and he crashes into the wall. Again. You know, you would think he would learn not to the first time, but hey, stuff happens. After that little endeavor, it's 1-on-1, I mean 2-on-1, versus Robotnik in his Death Egg Mark II Heart Mech, trying to destroy you. Again. And then the Death Egg Mark II has a heart attack. Yeah, I did just say that, but as a game, it holds its own. Number 9. Sonic Advance series installments has to be on this list. The first game in the Advance series was pretty great. Some great level themes and design, cool gimmicks, and good bosses. It's a genuine Sonic game, and it is considered to be a classic. My favorite levels in this game definitely have to be, Secret Base and Egg Rocket, as well as Cosmic Angel Zones, just for their originality, simple premise, and great BGMs. The soundtrack in this game is pretty sweet too. The reason why this is at number 9 is that all the other games above this are a little better. A great game nonetheless. Number 8. Sonic Rush! Sonic Rush for the Nintendo DS. I could have seriously put its sequel, Sonic Rush Adventure, in this spot, but the original soundtrack puts it above the water. This game introduced the character Blazer Cat into the Sonic franchise, and she is fun to play with. Sonic plays well too, which is great. This game is the introduction of the boost in the Sonic franchise, which we will be seeing a lot more after this game. Sonic Unleashed, that sort of thing. The controls and visuals are great, tricks are abundant, and pretty useful to fill up your boost meter. And the soundtrack is superb. Wrapped in Black and JJ Rocket, some of my favourite songs in this soundtrack. Another great series that I think should come and return sometime soon. Please, Sega? Please? Number 7. What, you might say? Another Advance game is on this list. Well, this one plus the original deserve a spot on this list. They hold a dear spot in my heart since I played them, except Advance 1, all the time. So Advance 3 introduced a tag team mechanic that seemed to be like Sonic Heroes' team-based gameplay mechanic, but instead of 3 characters being controlled at the same time, you only have 2. Different combinations give you a different attribute like speed, power, and flight, and different moves that your character can do depending on your tag partner, which I found to be a good sense of strategy on which characters to use when. The music in this game is pretty great too. It's one of my favorite Sonic soundtracks in the entire franchise. Some of these tracks just damn good, like the boss music and especially Ocean Bass. Good times are to be had while playing this game. You're going to pay for this! Number 6. Sega! A lot of fans just scream bull, pointing this, what many fans to be their best Sonic game ever, here. But I just don't have as much fun with this title as some of the titles that are higher up on this list. But this spot doesn't say that I think that this game is no way. It's really good. It's just that getting some of the items like Chaos Emeralds and some of the stages, and especially bosses, can be hard, tedious, and just plain cheap. Like the Ice Cap spot. That boss, even when you don't have Super Sonic to back you up. Everything else apart from that is really good, like the level design, soundtrack, and so on. Flying battery all the way! Number 5.
What goes up must come down. Yeah, my feet don't touch the ground. See the world spinning upside down. I'm mighty impressed with how those sound. I can feel your every rage. Step aside, I'll turn the page. Breaking through your crazy maze. Like a laser beam, my eyes on you. Watch me rule the night away. Watch me save the day. Feel my storm is getting close. Heading your way. Sonic hero. Sonic hero. Find you, confine you, defying your blade. Sonic hero. Sonic hero. Setting the stage for the hero's parade. Sonic hero. Give us a reason and we're on our way.
Sonic Heroes! And a bunch of fans just started screaming at the top of their lungs when I put this game over Sonic 3 and Knuckles. But I'm being a bit biased with this installment because it was my first 3D Sonic game I had ever played and owned. Plus, Jordan, who has been in many of my past videos, has also played it, so we kept playing it over and over, small parts, like playing one stage at each sitting, you know, the works. The visuals for this game is really good for an early 6th generation game. The models of the various characters are rendered nicely, the level design is mostly hit and miss, and soundtrack is still great. I love the Egg Fleet, Final Fortress, and bigger highway levels. They are great. My childhood was great. Number 4. Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii. When this game was shown at E3 2010, people were shocked after the release of details of 2 other Sonic games in production at the same time, which were Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing and Sonic the Hedgehog 4 Episode 1. And when the gameplay was shown during the trailer, people were already skeptical about it and comparing it to Sonic Unleashed, which was released 2 years prior. But when this game came out, me and a ton of other fans decided to play it anyway, and were graced with its awesome presence. Sonic Colors is said to be the return of Sonic back to his former glory, which was lost about 5 years prior to this game, and I can definitely agree with those people. The only gripe people have with it is the 2D factor, which was about 85% of this game, and I'd just say that this is just the Sonic 4 2D stuff that we didn't get with Episode 1. Sonic is back, baby! Number 3.
Sonic Adventure 2.
Yes, that's right. I put all the Advanced series on here. But I've saved what I think is the best for the highest spot out of the 3 games the series consists of. This, like I said before, was my first ever Sonic game, and it was a great way to start playing the franchise. When I first played it, I got through Zone 1, 2, 3, and 4 pretty easily, but got stuck on Zone 5, so I left the game out of my GBA for some time, and played Pokemon, which I was kinda into at the time. After that time had passed, I worked out how to beat Zone 5 and did so with Zone 6 also in tow. Then, Zone 7, especially Act 2, gave me a bit of gripe and some game overs as well. But I powered through it after about 15 attempts, and then beat the boss and moved onto the final zone, which was a boss rush. Remembering how to beat all of the bosses helped me to beat them again, but even they couldn't prepare me for the final battle between me and a robot about 3 times taller than me. I didn't know what to do, but I defeated it with only a couple of game overs stopping me. I didn't know about the extra boss or how to get the Chaos Emeralds at the time, but when I went into my first ever special stage, I thought I did some special random tasks to do so. And by the way, I didn't know how to get into those special stages until later on down the track, about 3 to 4 years after I first beat the game. Playing other Sonic games like Sonic Advance 3 and Heroes kept me coming back playing this game all the time. This game is such a good game, great level design and gimmicks, great control, kick-ass soundtrack, and awesome bosses to boot. It does well by creating an identity for itself, and it holds that identity high. My favourite stages would have to be Hot Crater, Ice Paradise, for some time, Sky Canyon, even though I got stuck on it for so long, Techno Base, and Egg Utopia. My favourite music tracks from the game would have to be Hot Crater Acts 1 and 2, the boss and boss pit mode themes, Sky Canyon Act 2, the Knuckles boss theme, Techno Base, especially Act 2, Egg Utopia Acts 1 and 2, and the extra boss theme. This soundtrack was just beautifully crafted. A brilliant game that I think is a classic for all eternity. Number 2. Sonic Generations. I have said a number of times that this is one of my favourite Sonic games of all time, but did you expect it to be this high in the countdown? This game really relies on nostalgia from the last 20 years of Sonic, and does well to include a lot of things that were great from that amount of time. Great remixes of old stage themes, recreation of levels from the past and the present, from a 2D and 3D perspective. It's just so great. The story may not have been too long and lackluster, but I think the rest of the game very well makes up for it. Classic Sonic controls great, and so does modern Sonic, which is great especially in Classic Sonic's case because at least they didn't use the Sonic 4 Episode 1 2D control engine for that. Otherwise, there would have been a fan uproar so loud that you could hear it from the other side of the world. Not kidding. I think I like all the stages except for Act 1 and 2 of Planet Wisp. Especially Act 2, but only when you reach this factory setting. The forest area is gorgeous in Sonic HD, but I think that the factory setting was there as a part of the level a bit too long for my taste. But every other stage, even Crisis City from Sonic 06, played great. But there's still only one game left that I like more than this one, and that Sonic game is... And now presenting number 1, favorite Sonic game of all time. And that game is...
Sega!
Sonic 2 for the Sega Genesis. Ladies and gentlemen, this is my absolute favorite Sonic game of all time. Why, may you ask? Because it's so damn good and so damn fun. What more do you want from a video game? A little challenge? Yeah, this game's got that, especially with Death Egg, Metropolis zones, and also fucking Wing Fortress zone. You also want more speed and platforming? Well, this game has speed boosters, more loop-de-loops, more vertical and horizontal platforming, Tails as a partner, great soundtrack, and so much more! There's something it missed? Nope! This game is just so good, I love it. From the first time I played it, I absolutely loved it, and kept playing it. Just kept playing it. I didn't care if I got game overs, I just keep on playing it. And I'm still playing this game to this very day. My favourite stages for this game are Chemical Plant, Casino Night, Mystic Caves, Metropolis, and Death Egg Zones. Everyone except for the last one are playable stages, while Death Egg Zone is just the final fight between Sonic and Robotnik. But the soundtrack, in my opinion, one of the best soundtracks ever in the franchise. Well, there you have it. My top 10 Sonic game list. This has been Mario Man 10100. Thanks so much for watching. You guys have a great day or night, and take care.